Calvin Castine on the morning of August 2nd, 2023. We are on our way to a groundbreaking ceremony. Before we get there, we want to take a brief look at this building here, current home of the U.S. Border Patrol, northern section here in Swanton, in Champlain, the Swanton sector. And they've been in this location for a little over 30 years, and they're about to break ground on the construction of a new location on Route 11. This location here is about a quarter of a mile on the Ridge Road from Route 11, heading south. This is the location. It's a community bank is that direction. Former Parker's, now Goss Chevrolet, is right here, right across the road from this new site. There's 15 acres here, 15.4 I believe. And as you saw, they were quite cramped. Looks like they're about to get this show on the road. Here as a hometown cable and as Clinton County legislator for Area 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, welcome to the groundbreaking ceremony for the future Champlain, New York, United States Border Patrol Station. Your presence at today's event is greatly appreciated, and we thank all of our Border Patrol family, friends, our fellow law enforcement partners, stakeholders, business partners for sharing this day with us. My name is Jonathan Lahart, and I am the Acting Deputy Patrol Agent in charge of the Champlain, New York Border Patrol Station. For today's event, I will be your Master of Ceremonies. As a courtesy, please silence your cell phones for the duration of the ceremony. Today's event includes the invocation by Border Patrol Agent Kenneth Gray, remarks from Swanton Sector Chief Patrol Agent Robert N. Garcia, Acting Patrol Agent in charge of Champlain Station Raymond Bresnahan, and Office of Facilities and Asset Management Project Delivery Branch Manager Robert Villarreal. We will then present the ceremonial shovel and conclude today's event by proceeding to the groundbreaking dirt area for our leadership to commence with breaking ground for the new Champlain Station. Ladies and gentlemen, Border Patrol Agent Kenneth Gray will now deliver the invocation. I will ask all please to stand for the invocation.
Good morning. Please join me in a brief invocation of prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we come before you with praise and honor to your most holy and precious name. We thank you that this day we have breath to praise you. This morning you bless each of us with gifts of love and of life, of laughter and of music, and of wisdom and of inspiration. We thank you for this grace, this day, Lord, for your labor and for those who have made this morning possible. We ask that you would now pour out your grace upon us. God, from whom every good thing takes its start and receives its steady growth, we ask blessings today as we consecrate this building site to you. We ask that it be a shelter of health, purity, and that there prevails here a spirit of humility and of goodness. We pray for the many men and women who will be a part of this new chapter in Border Patrol history and for the community that it dwells in. Father, bless the suppliers of the materials, the hands that will labor to build, the officials that make the paths possible. Bless the families of each and every one who are taking this project. Above all, bless this land and future building in the name of the Lord. Amen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome United States Border Patrol Swanton Sector Chief Patrol Agent Robert N. Garcia.
targeted law enforcement facility for United States Border Patrol Champlain Station. To say this is much overdue is a huge understatement. Champlain Station is the busiest station in the busiest sector on our entire northern border. This fiscal year alone, as a sector, in 10 months we have surpassed the 8 previous full fiscal years worth of apprehensions of illegal border crossings. Today we stand at over 5,100 such arrests. Champlain Station has been at the vanguard of this effort, a distinction it has long held and managed while operating from one of the smallest and most under-resourced stations in sector, perhaps the northern border. But as we break ground today, that is all about to change. Were it not for the effort of many people, we would not be here to celebrate the commencement of this undertaking, some of whom are sitting amongst us today. And so, on behalf of the United States Border Patrol, Swanton Sector, myself, and our staff, thank you. Thank you to all of those that were part of Swanton Sector that are here also getting this moving forward, getting us to this point. Thank you to those who have contributed to this project, some of whom you'll hear from shortly, and thank you to many others not here who toiled behind the scenes to bring us to this point today. Again, this is much overdue, and I can't say how pleased I am for the men and women of Champlain Station that they are going to be in a modern, fully functional facility commensurate with the great work that they're doing here in Swanton Sector. And with that, may I introduce Champlain Station's Acting Patrol Agent in Charge, Ray Bresnahan.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning, and thank you all for attending this important day for the U.S. Border Patrol, and specifically the employees of the Champlain Station. My name is Raymond Bresnahan, and I am the Acting Patrol Agent in charge of Champlain Station. I've been stationed in Champlain since 2004, and I've had witnessed firsthand the great amount of work that went on to get us here today. As I look amongst the crowd and the audience, I see numerous agents, non-uniformed employees, both current and retired, who were crucial members in the continued effort to get this project set in motion. I would like to thank each of them for their hard work to make this a reality. Former PIC Norm LeGue is sitting up front, and he was a key member getting us here today. Thank you. For those of you unfamiliar with Champlain Station and why we are in need of a new facility, I will give you a little background. Our current facility is a small building that was built in 1989 to house approximately 15 agents. As the threats to our nation changed over the years, so did the staffing and operational tempo. Since 1989, our agent staffing has nearly tripled. And additionally, our facility houses numerous support units, including professional staff and partner law enforcement agencies. But beyond the staffing issues, Champlain Station currently leads not only Swanton Sector, but the entire northern border in non-citizen apprehensions. The list of challenges handling this type of increased workload in such a small, outdated facility is staggering. From the critical issues of officer safety, stemming from the persistent overcapacity of our detention cells that were designed to hold 10 people, to not having enough terminals for processing large groups in a timely manner, to simply not having enough space to provide each agent with their own locker. The list of challenges goes on. But as is so common in the United States Border Patrol, our agents found a way to make it work, never letting the complications distract them from doing their jobs. But everyone who has worked here in the past 10 years can absolutely attest that we had clearly outgrown our environment. Thanks to the effort of so many of you who are here today, the agents and support staff will no longer need to adapt and overcome when it comes to their daily workplace. They will finally be provided with a professional workplace environment that they can be proud of, a facility that will assist us all in doing our job, and one that will be fully capable in performing all the necessary tasks required in today's law enforcement environment. On behalf of all the agents at Champlain Station, I again say thank you to all of you who played a significant part in getting to this benchmark for Champlain Station history today. Thank you, and honor first.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Office of Facilities and Asset Management Project Delivery Manager, Robert Villarreal, to say a few words.
Can you hear me? Thank you. It's a beautiful day in Champlain, New York. A great day for a groundbreaking ceremony. I'm Rob Villarreal, and I'm the acting project delivery branch manager under the Operational Support Facilities Division, which is part of OPAM, the Office of Facilities and Asset Management. In order to fulfill U.S. Border Patrol's mission of protecting the American people and securing the nation's border, we rely on our manpower, our people. And improving the work environment for our people is one of OPAM's goals. And this manpower will need safe, structured facilities to fulfill their responsibilities. And we at OPAM are excited to build this facility for you. The chance to commemorate the beginning of construction of this new Border Patrol Station is truly exciting from now until the scheduled completion date of August 2025. This site will undergo a massive transformation into a new, modernized facility that will play an increasing key role in securing and maintaining operational control of the northeastern border. We are building a new 50-agent station to replace the old facility on Ridge Road that the Champlain staff has outgrown. The 14,580 square foot administrative building will provide a dedicated workspace for approximately 50 agents and administrative personnel. It'll have a security access control system. It'll have an intrusion detection system. It'll have a central area video surveillance system, an emergency generator, and enhanced lighting throughout the campus. In phase 2, we are also building approximately 21,900 square feet that will include a vehicle maintenance facility, a vehicle wash rack, fuel island, short stay canine facility with kennels, ATV, snowmobile storage for 10 vehicles, 2 boat marine patrols, a heliport, and a communication tower. But before we grab our shovels, I'd like to thank some very special individuals that help us get here. I would like to say a special thank you to Chief Patrol Agent Robert Garcia, Deputy Chief Patrol Agent Richard Fortunato, and the rest of the Swanton Sector Headquarters Command and Support staff. And thank you to Acting Patrol Agent in Charge Ray Bresnahan and Acting Deputy Chief Patrol Agent John Lahar, and the rest of the Champlain Border Patrol Station Command staff. All of them have played a key role in ensuring this project moves forward. And thank you to Division Chief Brenda Parker and her team who have played an integral part in the role in pulling this groundbreaking ceremony together, and to our design build contractors for helping us get the site ready for today's event ahead of their mobilization. Your commitment to this project is appreciated. Additionally, I'd like to thank some OPAM staff. Mr. Robert Reynolds, who's with our OPAM BDP branch, is the project manager assigned to this project, so a lot of you have worked with him. Also, Mr. David Hicks is also helping with this project, and he cannot be here today. And Mr. Chuck Rothwalk, who is our facility and infrastructure manager on the north. Colleen, our SWAT and facilities manager, and the local BPAM staff who consistently go above and beyond to maintain the old station and will surely do the same for the new one to come. And now I would like to call up Acting Patrol Agent Ray Brisnahan. I'd like to present him with the ceremonial golden shovel to officially recognize the start of construction. This project's going to be a team effort from now to 2025, and a lot of key individuals are going to be involved. So, and I know we want to take a picture. Do you want to take it in front of the flags there? Or is there enough? Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the highlight of the program. It's time to line up the leadership photos. We're going to break some ground. I will now ask our leadership to commence with breaking ground for the new Champlain station.
We're going to keep the camera rolling as we move on to get a better angle. As you can see, they've got soft ground to turn here.
Hold on 1 second. Brenda?
You there, Brenda?
All right. Ray's got the golden one.
Yep, let's pick it up and clip it.
There we go. Groundbreaking at the new Champlain Border Patrol Station
All right,
here.
everybody, thank you very much. That concludes today's program. Thank you very much for being here today and enjoying this. Thank you very much.
All right, I want to thank Town Supervisor Tom Trombley for alerting me to this. We were somehow neither Hometown Cable nor Clinton County Legislator Area 1 Representative Calvin Castine were notified of this. We did, when we found out, to make sure that Francis Perrier, representing Area 2, which is the rest of the Clinton County border with Canada, representing the other half of Moores. I represent Rouse's Point to Moores Forks. Francis represents, among other towns, the other half of Moores, the town of Ellenburg, and Clinton, also known as Cherubusco. Looks like they're going to get Norman Legou up to grab a shovel. He's used to flipping stuff at his restaurant now in Rouse's Point. So they're going to have a second groundbreaking there. And a flyover. Look at that. Look at that. A flyover. All right. A flyover and groundbreaking. They'll each take some dirt home with them for a souvenir.
I was like, oh, wait, that's cool.
Okay, let's wrap up this. We're going to see if we can talk to a person or two or three and find out a little bit more about what we might see here. As he said, that station on the Ridge Road that we looked at briefly is for a long time. Oh, they're going to have more people coming up here. So we're going to keep the camera rolling, and these people want to get their picture taken breaking ground. We ought to at least keep the camera rolling and get them in in the camera view. But we've done several. You're done, Lagoo. Get out of here. That long station has long been crowded. Originally designed for 15. This one here will be designed for 50. But this one here, the U.S. government owns this land. The other one, they were renting it or leasing it. So that'll, what use it has in the future will be decided by the owner. And it's of course located right next to the Champlain Technology Group, former Champlain Telephone Company building there on the Ridge Road. So again, we'll try to find somebody to chat with here on this August 2nd. And just as we said that, they decided they were going to have another groundbreaking. This ground is going to be all broke up here by the time they get done. Oh, there we go, dumping it here. No flyover for these guys. Oh, there's a flyover, but it's way up in the air.
All right, so you can see that we're new to working together.
No calluses on any of these hands. No calluses here. And got even more here. The former employees. We see Lagoo is back, and County Legislative Chairperson Mark Henry was once a supervisor here in the sector. A lot of familiar faces here.
Driving back to Maine. 8 hours. From Burlington to Hoboken.
We just missed this one here, another trouble turning event. Okay, as I said at the beginning, it's a 15.4 plot of land here. Who's going to be mowing this, Ray?
I guess that'll go to the junior man.
Ray Bresnahan, I expected to see red hair and watching your daughters and playing softball.
Yep, no, that went straight to them. I didn't get lucky enough to get the red hair.
Skip the generation?
Yes, yep.
So how long have you been acting agent in charge?
Acting patrol agent in charge. I've been doing it off and on for about 3 years now.
Okay.
Yep.
So when does it become a patrol agent in charge?
That's a out of my hands. That's picked by somebody else. So we'll see what happens.
So in the meantime, you're acting.
Yes, I'm the current deputy patrol agent in charge. That's my official title, and acting patrol agent in charge until they pick a new one.
Okay. And the Champlain, drive by that all the time because it's located on the Ridge Road, and I live 2 miles south of there, so I'm very familiar with it since the past 30 some odd years. But how many agents you got working out of there?
Well, again, I can't give specific numbers, but I can tell you this: we've got way more there than the station's big enough.
The 15
yes,
it was designed
yes.
for. I know we've done interviews there, going back into the early 90s and so on, and it was crowded then. So you can imagine. I've been maybe there in the last 3-4 years. I went in there one time and couldn't believe sharing desk and all this other stuff that you guys have to do. And you look at the parking lot; it's filled with everything, and it's just...
Well, I showed up in Champlain in 2004. That's when I EOD'd from the southern border.
EOD'd.
And entered on duty.
Okay.
And when I got here in 2004, they were already talking about it's time for a new station, it's time for a new station. So here we are many years later, and it's finally happened. But yeah, it's been a work in progress for a long time.
So you'll take full credit?
No. There's a host of people. That's if you heard earlier, a lot of people that are retired at this point had heavy involvement in getting this, to the point where it's at today.
Now I know the Swanton sector goes from Maine all the way over to Ogdensburg. How far does your
Champlain covers 26 miles. We go from Lake Champlain all the way out towards Churubusco.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Big area.
all of Clinton County, all the northern border of Clinton County.
Yep.
So once you get into Franklin, are you still part of that?
Yeah, we right up to Churubusco, and then Burke Station picks up. So.
Okay, so that's a lot of
Yeah, we got a lot
of mileage.
area to cover. Yep.
Yeah,
our
And
guys stay busy.
this will be hopefully constructed and ready for occupation in 2 years. That's the plan.
That's what they're saying. You know, we'll see what happens. And once, you know, I drive by it every day, so I'll be able to keep tabs and see how it's coming along.
I know you married a local girl. Did that happen before you moved up here? Is that?
Yep. We met in college, and then after we got married, she came out and lived with me in Arizona for a few years. And then in 2004, we were able to get her back home. You know, as you know well, her mom and dad are still right in the area. So yeah, this has been home ever since.
Yeah, the Heiners family. And where are you from originally?
I'm from Southern New York, so about a little town called High Falls, about an hour south of Albany, hour north of New York City, in the Catskill Mountains.
Okay. Some people call that upstate New York. But
I've
since
heard
you
it
moved
called
up
it-
here,
yeah.
since you moved up here, you probably don't do that anymore.
Yep, just call it my hometown.
Okay, so you guys operate here. You're out on patrol. You get calls all the time. So is there a number if people see suspicious activity? As Mr. Garcia said, activity is up, and you guys are the busiest on the northern border. So is there a number they should call if they do see somebody in their backyard or whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Cousins, sir.
Oh, Mr. Cousins has the number. Call Mr.
Give the current number that people should be calling if they want to report suspicious activity.
You can give your home number too.
No.
It's 1-800-689-3362.
689
3362.
3362. All right.
There you go.
All right. So that's the number as a handy place they can find it.
That's 24/7. That's our dispatch intake number right there.
Okay. I know there is in the old phone books. There's still a number for the Champlain station in there, a 298 number. So.
Yep, 298-2531. That's still our station number.
So that's a possibility if it's right here in town.
Well, we don't always have somebody sitting there manning the
Right.
phones, so that's why it's better off to call dispatch.
Right,
and-
because there's
yep.
always somebody there.
Yes.
It's like calling 911.
Exactly.
Except you're not
Yep.
you're calling that 800 number. All right. So this is the day you've been looking forward to.
Oh yes, yep. Glad it's finally here, and next will be the big grand opening. So hopefully it gets
That'll
here
be
on time.
2 years from now, but
Yep.
I know this property's been in the government hands for a few years now, and I was glad when I saw some activity start up here this spring. Actually, I'm partially glad because I like the location for myself on the Ridge Road, knowing you're a buffer for people going down that road, but you won't be there anymore.
Oh,
so-
the station, the agents will still be out all over the place, so don't worry
Yeah.
about that. Yep.
But the intimidation of the factor of seeing it there is what I like. Okay, thank you very much, Ray.
All right, thank you. It's good
all
seeing
right.
you.
Yeah, and we'll see you along the way. All right, that's it. The Champlain National Bank, as we said, is located right over there, and the former Parker now Goss Chevrolet is right there. Paquette Drive is down that way, so it's going to be a high visibility location here, and of course behind this truck and about a half mile away is the northeastern clip. Well, thanks for watching Hometown Cable. And for those of you who didn't immediately turn away, we did want to get a better view of what the building is going to look like. Champlain Border Patrol Station, Champlain, New York, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Department of Homeland Security. Down here it says U.S. Customs Border Protection, CBP, U.S. Border Patrol Swanton Sector, SWB, Champlain, New York, and 50 Agent Border Patrol Station. So this is what it's going to look like in 2 years when you drive by here. And a very nice facility. Looks like the parking will be over on the west side of the building. And this will be facing north, the direction facing north. So that will wrap it up. Look at this project, which will be done in 2 years, and good Lord willing, we'll be back here in 2 years for the grand opening.